Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Challenge Accepted. And this time, this one's really fun. So, I've been working this month with a kit from Mind the Scrap, which is, it's on Facebook, and there's also a kit club online called mindthescrap.uk. I don't know. Anyway, just Google it. Anyway, so I've been working with it, and we asked if she would give us a challenge, the owner of Mind the Scrap. So she did. So first thing was we had to use either paper or embellishments from the last layout we did. And I used this with my last layout. Then we had to use something from each of the kits. So my thought was that this was from the main kit right here. Then from the embellishment kit, I am going to definitely use this little doggy die cut from the Amy Tan embellishment kit. From the, let's see, the mixed media kit, I'm going to use one of these or both. Not sure. Amy Tan washi tape, it's beyond fabulous. I mean, look at this. It is fabulous. And then I have this handy dandy We Are Memory Keepers, very thick thread slash string, however you want to think about it. Let's see, paper kit. It's this or this, you know, because you get two, or, you know, an extra sheet of the paper that's in the main kit. From the Bujo kit, I'm going to go ahead and make sure to use these right here. These are Dear Lizzie stickers, 69 stickers, and you see I've used a whole bunch of those. Really like those. And yeah, that's it. So I know I'm going to use those. The photos I'm going to use right here. Oh, and the last thing we had to do is include something, how did she put it? British. That's what she did. So my little British thing I'm going to include is in my photo right here. That is my British or English bulldog, depending on how you like to call the breed. And this is my son right here, and this is his brand new truck he just got. So I'm going to scrapbook that he got a new truck, and that Rocco, our English / British bulldog, likes to hang out with my son when my son is cleaning his truck. So he's just out there chilling with him. Now that's all I know from this. Now Kathy's doing the same thing. She is going to be using stuff from her kit, you know, one thing from all the kits, doing the same challenge. No idea how she's going to work with this challenge, but that's part of what's so fun about Challenge Accepted is you just don't know how we're both going to interpret these challenges. So I'm going to start working on this. I will fast forward the next bits. I have a feeling it won't take terribly long because I am running out of stuff from this kit. Like, this is my last full-size sheet, and this is the only scrap of paper I have left. Now, I have a ton left. Like, I have this very, very bold piece of cardstock, and I have a bunch left of this Amy Tangerine 6x8 paper pad from the Bujo kit. So, which I did have to ask, stands for bullet journal. Didn't know. I'm so unhip. Anywho, so I just don't have that much left, which is kind of cool. So in a way, it's like, that's what I have. Let's get using it. All right. So I'm going to fast forward and voice over the next bits, and we'll see where we go with it. Wish me luck. Okay, friends. So I went ahead and adhered that pre-cut out, I mean, it looks, well, it's like arrows. It's like the best colors ever of arrow paper. So I went ahead and attached that and just trimmed a little bit of my photo. Now I'm trying to see what side of this Schmel Field Trip pattern paper I want to use. This is, you did see that I have some from the pattern paper pad, but this is the last of the 12x12 pattern papers. And aside from like 1 inch by 4 inch kind of pieces of paper, I really did get so much inspiration from this kit, and I just used it up. So that was fun. Now, interesting, when you use a 2-inch piece or wide piece of washi, you have to kind of treat it like wallpaper, like you have to smooth as you go and all that kind of stuff. Not a big deal. It's just so bold and so beautiful and works for a lot. I've used it on a lot that, yes, we will forgive that you have to be a little bit more delicate with it. Now, this die cut right here looks nothing like either of my dogs. This looks like an active fit little doggy. Mine are kind of lumps, but I had maybe 4 pieces of die cuts left from the Amy Tan die cut collection, and a dog was one of them, so I figured it was just fortuitous we'd have a little dog layout idea. All right, so right there, that's a piece of Heidi Swap Wolfpack pattern paper, and it will end up making its way on. That was also a 12 by 12 at one point, so I will end up using that, but I wanted to see if there's anything I could do to bring out the color of my son's truck a little bit more. It's like a really gorgeous deep cranberry color. So that's why I went ahead and thought I'd see if there's anything in the Amy Tan patterned paper, the 6x8, and it just did not disappoint. So now his truck color is coming forward that much more, and that color is also in the on the very bottom part of that pattern paper that is bordering this layout. So I'm going to go ahead and give this little piece of Heidi Swap paper a bit of a fishtail. Now I will tell you, I did go ahead and use, for a lot of my title work, or I guess my journaling work, I don't know, the Chamel Field Trip Silver Alphas. They're puffy silver alphas, and you will see them, and unfortunately they do not stick. They're little and they didn't stick, so I will end up cutting a bit of that out. My painstaking gluing of those, it felt like it took forever. So these are the only pieces left from that Amy Tan collection, and I think I was able to use the 2. I didn't have a way to use the pretzel on this, and the postcard didn't work for this quite for anything either. So what are you gonna do? So my title, for the most part, it's gonna say Justin Morocco, and it'll say 2019 Ram Laredo. It's just going to take me about a year to get it all glued on. Now I'm also gonna go through, this is the Paige Evans, they're like shiny puffies. I grabbed a couple things out of there. There was stars in the same color as this truck and a couple little pieces like that. And then I kind of just grabbed a bunch of stars. And I also grabbed a couple of the baby blue words that are in the Chamel Field Trip, the cardstock sticker. I have like a 6x12 of that, yeah, from Field Trip. So I grabbed a couple things and put them on my wax paper. I am a big lover of using wax paper constantly because it lets you kind of audition where you might want different things on your page if you haven't decided. So I did go ahead and pre-select them, and now we're going to work on getting that title on. All right, so I have the top piece of the titling on. I went ahead and slid the word today in. There's just a bunch of real estate on the bottom of the photos that was not absolutely integral. I did go ahead and use some of the Truly Grateful, that large, it's kind of like a mulberry color, puffy sticker that the dog is now standing on top of, and I'll go ahead and get the rest of the descriptive part of this title on the bottom, and it's just going to rest kind of inside the frame. All right, so that's on, and now I'm going to go ahead and try to get the rest of these little cute pieces on. Like those baby blue ones, like I said, are from the Chamel Field Trip cardstock sticker sheet, and they work perfectly fine with the rest of this. This was a really well put together kit using different collections, and they go really, really well together. I've been happy with it. Now I haven't used as much of the gorgeous Vicki Boutin die cuts that came with this kit, but I do kind of have them separated out into future layouts because some of that kit or that collection has all this stuff to do with honeys. So I have to come up with probably something about going to one of our local cider mills because you get attacked by bees the entire time. But I don't have a plan yet. I need to come up with a plan. So some of these little word stickers have some holographic work on them, and so I'm going to go ahead and get those in as well because it plays off the silver really well. I hadn't used any of them yet from this sticker sheet because I use so much gold. I don't know, holographic and gold, I have a little bit of a harder time using it. These are Chamel Field Trip enamel shapes, and I'm going to use there's somewhere between royal and navy blue, the little lightning bolts. That works perfectly for a boy hanging out with his dog, in my opinion. Now, these Truly Grateful shiny puffies, I did have to glue them down. Once again, it's hard to get adhesive things to actually adhere, and I don't, for the life of me, understand where the difficulty is, but better safe than sorry. Go ahead and glue them down. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my enamel dots, and then I saw that I had some silver, they look like glitter enamel dots. I'm like, oh, I never have anything to use those on either. I don't use enough silver. So I went ahead and put those on in a few places. I mean, it's exciting when you can use an embellishment or a supply that you do not get much real estate with. All right, so I tucked that corner down while I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Now, I will end up grabbing some Heidi Swapp Color Shine. Oh gosh, I think what color? I mean, it's like raspberry, and then I grab white. And the white, it's kind of funny. It kept like being foamy. And it ended up kind of working out because my son was washing his truck. I'm like, okay, fine, it's suds. And that mulberry or cranberry color ends up, I mean, I like it. It's very bold because I did giant splats, and that's fine because this layout really needed something extra. But it's always that little issue that you're trying to use like a reddish, purplish color family, but you don't want it to look like a murder scene. So after I dabbed off the excess, it brought out more of like the purple tone of it, and it did end up going a lot better. Ah yes, as you can see, the color is actually called raspberry. So I'm going to go ahead and do some giant splats of that. Right now it's sprinkles, but it'll be splats. Now do you see how it's kind of, you know, that tricky tweener? Like, I don't know if I've ever used red mist, but you still have to watch it with the raspberry or cranberry color as well. But I did like the way it ended up working out. And like I said, then when I tried to get the white on, which I don't think I've ever used it, it was really foamy. It's kind of weird. So if you could, go ahead and take a look at the link down below. It'll be to Kathy's channel. She does beautiful work. She is so incredibly creative and inventive. See how she took on this challenge. And we will see you next Thursday for Challenge Accepted. Thanks so much for watching, friends. Bye-bye.